The objective within this lesson is to multiply decimal fractions by multi-digit whole numbers through conversion to a whole number problem. Here's a problem. 7 3/38 times 41. Let's estimate the product. That's 7 times 40 for our estimate, which is 280. So our estimated product is 280. Let's set up an area model. We have 41 units of 7 3/38. I'm going to rename 7 3/38 using only hundreds. How many hundreds would that be? Right, 738. So we write that out, 738 hundredths for our area model. Multiplied by 41. One times 700 is 700. 1 times 30 is 30. 1 times 8 is 8. So that's 738. 40 times 700. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So it's 28,000. 40 times 30 is 1,200. And 40 times 8 is 320. Adding those together, that's 29,520. Adding those together, $30,258 hundredths. Which equals 302.58, which is close to 280. And then we can work out our standard algorithm. 738 hundredths times 41. 1 times 738, and then place a 0 for the 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 2, regroup a 3. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. 5, regroup a 1. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 1 is 29. $30,258 hundredths, which does equal 302.58. So my standard algorithm matches my area model. Okay, it's your turn. Work out an area model and standard algorithm. There's your area model. Adding those together, we get 8, 8, 0, 1, 9, 10, and 11, 1, 1, 2, 21,088 hundredths. So that equals 210.88. And then ideally you made an area model to be able to figure out this as well. Let me do that on the next screen. Remember that it's 659 hundredths. That's what we're working with. Times 32. So we've written it back out with whole numbers. 2 times 9 is 18. 8. Regroup a 1. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. 1. Regroup a 1. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Cross out our regroups. Place a 0. 3 times 9 is 27. 7. Regroup a 2. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. 7. Regroup a 1. 3 times 6 is 18. Plus 1 is 19. And then so those are the same numbers that I got from within my area model that I'm getting from my standard algorithm for my answer here. 21,088 hundredths, which equals 210.88. Read our whole number sentence together. 6 and 59 hundredths times 32 equals 210 and 88 hundredths. Here we have 8 and 26 hundredths times 128. Let's write an estimate first. 8 times 100, which equals 800. I think our estimate is lower than our actual answer. I did round down there, and I also rounded this down as well. Let's try our standard algorithm first. How many hundredths is that? Did you say 826? Multiply it by 128. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 regroup of 4. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. 8 times 8 is 64, plus 2 is 66. Place a 0 because that 2 is worth 20. 2 times 6 is 12. 2, regroup of 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 2 times 8 is 16. Place 2 zeros, and then we have 826. Adding them together, 8, 2, 12, 5, 17, 7, 1, 13, 14, 15, 1 more, 10. Remember, this is hundredths, so our answer is 1057.28. If I was to show my area model here, we'd have 826 hundredths. $128, 8, 20, 100. And then these should match what I had in my standard algorithm. 8 times 800, 6400. 8 times 20, 160. 8 times 6, 48. Add those up, we'd have 6,608. See how that matches. Continuing that, 800 times 20, 3 zeros, 16,000. 20 times 20 is 400, and 20 times 6 is 120. Adding those together, that's 16,520. And that matches in my standard algorithm as well. My last line, 4 zeros with the 8. 80,000. 100 times 2 times 20 there is 2,000. 100 times 6 is 600. And when we add those together, we get 82,600. So our area model matches our standard algorithm. One last problem, 82 and 51 hundredths times 63. Well, we're going to change that to 8,251 hundredths times 63. Two whole numbers. So our area model, the way that would look, is that we would have 8,251 hundredths. Times 63. Times 63. Take that apart and continue drawing my area model. So we have 3 times 8,000, which is 24,000. 3 times 200, which is 600. 3 times 50, 150. And 3 times 1 is 3. Adding those together, I get 24,753. Let's see if that's what the same thing I get in my area, in my standard algorithm. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 5, regroup by 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. And 3 times 8 is 24. Yes, it matches. Continuing in my area model, 60 times 8,000. Place some zeros, and 6 times 8 is 48. 480,000. 200 times 60, 12,000. 60 times 50, 3,000. 60 times 1 is 60. Adding those together, I get 495,060. And then I can add those together. $519,813 hundredths. Big step to remember there. So our answer is 5198.13. Forgot to estimate our product when we started. That would have been equal to 80 times 60, which equals 2 zeros and a 4,800 would be a good estimate. Continuing our standard algorithm, 6 place a 0. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 0, regroup a 3. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. 5, regroup a 1. And 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 1 is 49. Which matches what I did before. Remember, that's hundredths still. So be very careful about that step to be sure to write things back out into standard form.